Lay down. Down. Good boy. Don't lick your foot, but good boy. Okay. The dog is in here today. You may hear him talking and just doing dog things like licking his feet, which he needs to stop. His sister's at the groomers today. He's super sad and moping. His life is basically over, so I figured he could sit in here with me. You should see him right now. He just looks so sad. She'll be back in a couple hours. He's not convinced. Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to sit down and do just a Q&A. It has been so long since I have done a Q&A, and I figured might as well do one today. I didn't have anything planned for Friday's video, and I had some time today, and I just really love to hear from you guys. So a lot of these have to do with pregnancy. A lot of them have to do with Optavia. This is basically just going to be a Q&A about anything. I figured I would start with Optavia because a lot of times that's what people are here on this channel for. It's what I know the most about, and a lot of you are interested in that. So let's jump right in with those questions first. So this one is not specifically about Optavia, but somebody asked me how I lost all of my weight, or a little bit about my health journey. So if that was you, I hope that this is going to answer your question for you. I lost my weight on Optavia. It is an awesome program that I found in 2017, and within 10 months I lost 93 pounds. I coach for this program now and do this full-time from home. So I basically love Optavia. I absolutely love what I do. I love the program and love everything that it stands for and everything that it taught me, from healthy body, healthy mind, healthy finances. The next question asked if I could do another what to expect in the first week. I definitely can, and the reason for that is some things have changed within Optavia. Either that or I just was not informed of them from the very beginning. So I definitely will do a new what to expect in your first week, and I even want to try and kind of make it more specific for each plan. So we have a 5-in-1 plan, which is kind of our most basic plan. We have the 4 2-in-1 plan. We have the 4-in-2 plan. We have a nursing moms plan. We have a 3-in-3 teen guide. We have all kinds of plans. So I'm gonna try and do a what to expect in your first week and maybe break down a couple different things for each program. So be looking out for that if you ask that question. And the reason that I'm not saying, usually people will say like, so-and-so asked, I can't pronounce some of these names, and I really don't want to butcher somebody's name. Coming from someone whose name is spelled a little bit differently, my name was either butchered or spelled wrong my entire life, so I'm just gonna ask the question. The next question is something that I've actually never gotten before, but they asked me if I strictly buy my Optavia fuelings from the Optavia website, and my answer is a resounding yes. And here's why. If you're not getting your fuelings from the Optavia website, you are possibly not getting an Optavia fueling. There are some people who like to go onto Amazon and eBay and sell what they consider to be fuelings, but really it's just a scam. It's an absolute scam. It's happened several times. So if you are somebody who is doing Optavia, don't try and go the easy route, because odds are you're getting something that's not a fueling. It doesn't have all of the 24 vitamins and minerals, the probiotic, all the good stuff in it. It doesn't, there's no guarantee that it's non-GMO. There's no guarantee that there's no artificial sweeteners. So if you are ordering your fuelings from somewhere else, this is my one request: order from the company, because there's a huge chance that you are not receiving fuelings at all. On the same path of that, somebody asked about the difference between Medifast and Optavia. We are two entities. We are two completely separate entities. Now, you can still buy Medifast fuelings on the Optavia website, although those are starting to be phased out from what I can see. And the reason for that is they are not everything that Optavia claims to be. So they're not the 24 vitamins and minerals. They don't have the probiotics sometimes. They also use artificial sweeteners. So although you can still use them, Optavia is its own separate entity, and Optavia is what coaching comes with. A lot of people don't realize that when they sign up for Medifast, they're not going to automatically be given a coach. With Optavia, you are given that coach, and the coaching and community and all of the amazing support is completely free. So that's just like a little topic on that, because I did have a question about that, and that's something that I've been asked just like by my own clients sometimes. So yes, I buy all of my fuelings from the Optavia website, and I buy only Optavia fuelings just because I know those are the best for me. Again, kind of on the same lines and kind of transitioning to our next topic, which was pregnancy. Somebody asked how I plan on losing the baby weight. I plan on losing the baby weight the exact same way that I lost all of this weight, just maybe in a different way. I plan on, if we are able to breastfeed doing the Nursing Moms Plan, which is a really awesome plan. And I'm already, because I'm a coach and I coach some people that are on that plan, I am a part of that Facebook group, and it's just an amazing group of women who are all like supporting each other and supporting motherhood. It's really awesome. I love it so much because it's like an added level of support that's not just for weight loss, but also for motherhood. So it's really, really great. If for some reason breastfeeding doesn't work out, and I'll talk about this in just a second, then I will go back on 5-in-1. I really enjoyed 5-in-1. That's how I lost all of my weight before, and I just found that it was super easy, super simple, but also worked on my mindset and not just like dropping the pounds, but realizing why I wanted to drop the pounds. So obviously I have a reason now to like be the best mom and be the most active mom that I can be. So that's obviously going to be my why or my motivation no matter which plan I use. Same kind of thing. Somebody asked if I plan on breastfeeding. Here is the thing with that. I am not somebody who is like breast is best. Do I think that breastfeeding is amazing? Yes. Do I want to be able to give those nutrients to my child? Yes. Was I breastfed? No. Sometimes it doesn't work out. And so I kind of get a little heated on this topic because I feel like there's a lot of shaming just from like social media and peer pressure around us. And it's just like, do what's best for you and for your child. If you don't produce enough, you'd rather your child get what they need through formula than not get what they need at all, or not get enough of what they need. If I'm not able to produce enough milk, I have absolutely no problem, none whatsoever, using formula. That's not something that I'm ashamed of at all. It's not something that I am going to be upset about if that's what ends up happening. I just want to make sure my child is fed. So I love that somebody asked that question because I'm not an advocate for either of breastfeeding or formula. I'm an advocate for making sure your child is fed and has the nutrients that they need, whether that be formula or breastfeeding. Whatever works for you, go with it and don't feel bad about it. I absolutely do not feel bad about it at all. And there have been times where I've thought about skipping breastfeeding altogether and going straight to formula. Someone's gonna be like, ah, and I know someone's probably gonna click out of the video just because I said that, but the truth is that I don't feel that that is the only way to go, and I don't feel like that is this one true bond that only me and my child can have. Maybe it doesn't work out, and maybe formula is the way, and that's totally okay. The next one is somebody asked if I'll be doing a nursery tour. Abso-freaking-lutely. We have worked really hard on this room so far. I'm sitting in her room right now. This is her changing table behind me. I did do a video, and I'll link that above, on some projects that we did in her room, but her room has changed drastically just in the past couple weeks. A month ago, this room was an office, was Robbie's office. It looks completely different because we moved everything out and have now, like, this is her room. There's no doubt when you walk in here that it's a nursery. So it still needs its finishing touches, but I would say it's probably 90% done. So when it is done, I will definitely be doing a nursery tour because I am so proud of this, proud of Robbie's work and proud of my vision, because I did this all by myself. Not the, like, putting everything up. Obviously we had lots of help with that, but the design and vision for this room was all me. And I'm really proud of that because it's not my strong suit, but I actually think it looks really good in here. And I cannot wait to bring her home and, you know, how cliche does it sound, but show her her room. So I will definitely be showing y'all her room. Okay, so someone asked, did you try to conceive your baby or was it an accident? Also, did you conceive on your first try? So Robbie and I decided, let's be real, I've wanted kids from the time I was 5. Like, I've always wanted to be a mom. And quite seriously, from the time I've been 16, I've had like baby fever. So I've held off for a pretty long time. Robbie was an only child, and when we first started dating, there was like kind of a period where he was like, I don't even know if I want kids. And it was a little bit of like a, like, I couldn't believe that somebody could say that. Obviously it was his nerves talking. We definitely like made this decision together. This is not something that I just like decided, obviously. So we started trying pretty soon after our wedding, like really soon after our wedding. Truthfully, Robbie and I had decided probably a year before we got married, that we wanted to wait until like the December, January, like nowish time frame to start trying to have a baby. But once we got married, I don't exactly know what happened, but things just kind of changed. And it didn't just change for me, it also changed for him. This was a mutual decision, and also something that we took to God and something that we prayed about to see if this was supposed to be like our timing to have a baby. Of course, we would have been fine if it took until December, January, February, March, however long it took, but we figured we wanted to start trying pretty soon after the wedding, and whenever God was ready to give us a child, we would get pregnant. So we actually did try for this baby, and it took us 3 months to conceive. One thing that I did learn, because I was like tracking and I was really trying to get pregnant. You know, I was doing everything I could. I was taking my temperature, all kinds of that stuff, you know, the TTC stuff, trying to conceive stuff. And taking different supplements, taking prenatals, trying to get pregnant. And we actually got pregnant on a month when I had said, there's so much going on this month that I am not going to do all that. I'm not going to take my temperature and do all the ovulation kit stuff. We're just, you know, we're just going to have a month where we don't do that. And that was the month that we ended up getting pregnant. So, and my mom always told me that, you know, the first 2 months when I would like be so excited, and then my period would come and I'd be super upset, and like 2 months I realized is nothing compared to some people. My mom would tell me like, it's gonna happen when you stop trying. It's gonna happen when you stop stressing out about it. Sure enough, it did. So yeah, 3rd month of trying. I know that that's actually pretty early on. I think like the average time is like 0 or 1 to 6 months that trying. That's like your average couple will get pregnant, but that's definitely just an estimate, because I know that there are people who get pregnant on the first try, there are people who get pregnant without trying, and then of course there are also people who suffer from infertility. And that is something that my heart goes out to you. If that is you, just know that I pray for you all the time. And gosh, like, what do you even say? I don't even know what to say, but just know that I pray for you all the time and your dreams of being a mom or a dad. This one's kind of fun. Someone asked, are you going to reveal baby girl's name after she's born or before? Oh, I'm going back and forth on this, but I think I'm going to do it after. I have a cute little idea of how to do it in the hospital room so that the birth vlog will come out, and then the next vlog that comes out or the next video that comes out will be her name reveal. This name, I'm gonna wait and not say this part because I want this to be a part of the actual name reveal. But the name was pretty special to us and something that we took a lot of time picking out. Well, I say a lot of time. Once we knew it was the name, we knew it was the name, but it took us until finding out she was a girl and a couple weeks after that to really settle on the name, and I think it suits her perfectly. Okay, so the second to last question is, do you plan on having a natural birth? And the truth is, probably not. I am a huge wimp when it comes to pain. I don't like pain. I don't handle pain well, so I'm gonna go as long as I can without an epidural, but also I am totally okay with getting an epidural. Kind of the same thing as breastfeeding. I think moms who do it naturally are super moms, and I think moms that do it with an epidural are super moms. You know, I don't think that there is any kind of standard of what makes you a better mom if you do it naturally or with an epidural, or if you have a C-section. If this baby decides that it's time to come out the sunroof, I'm totally okay with that too, you know, as long as she gets here healthily. And I know that there are people who argue that natural birth is the most healthy way for a baby, but I also believe that mom's gotta be healthy too. So as long as she gets here and she's healthy, I'm totally okay with natural, but again, probably not gonna happen, doing it with an epidural or even having a C-section. The last question, this one makes me laugh. Somebody asked, is this gonna be your only child? And my answer to that is hopefully not. Robbie and I have discussed a number. We have a number. Our number is 4. And although I would go above 4, I would go to 6. I want kids so badly. I know my family thinks I'm crazy and everybody thinks I'm crazy because I want that many kids. But I love kids. I love even just like being a pregnant mama. I have always wanted to be a mom, and so having a big family is something that I've also always wanted. I grew up with one sister, and although I love my sister, I always tell people I would have loved to have grown up with more siblings, but it just didn't happen that way, and that's okay. Robbie is an only child, so this is definitely a big jump for him to go from an only child to possibly having, you know, 4 of his own. Now we do want to have 3 of our own, and then adopt. I would love to adopt from China. I've been to China, and after seeing like everything that I saw and, you know, learning what we learned there, I would feel honored to be able to adopt from China, but I just don't know if that's in God's cards for us. Robbie's totally okay with adopting, but he'd rather do it domestically. He'd rather do it like in the United States. So we're just not exactly sure where that's gonna go yet, but we do know that we wanna have 3 of our own and then adopt. But it just kind of depends on how things go, how things turn out. And that's really hard for me to say because I am such a planner, but sometimes you just have to like let go, let God, which I know is super cliche to say, but it's so true. Anyway, guys, that is the end of our Q&A. That's all of the questions that I have. I want to thank everybody who sent in a question. This is so much fun for me to do. I want to do another live Q&A with Robbie. It's been probably over a year since we've done that. And I know that he really enjoys those because he gets to do like the techie part of it and he likes to be the moderator. So we will definitely be doing those hopefully before the baby is born, but who knows. But anyway, thank you guys so much for sending in your questions. Thanks for watching. If you're new here, please subscribe. As always, I'm going to put my social media here so you can see what's going on when I'm not on YouTube and hang out with me on those other days. But until next time, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all and God bless ya.